Watch Les, the shop owner, and an angry customer have a loud and dramatic fight in the pawn shop. It's intense and filled with a lot of yelling and arguments.
My receipt, my man wants to know what I've been doing with my money. Can I get
I don't know what you've been doing with your money.
Les hilariously negotiates over home decor, turning it into a Detroit-style showdown of insults and laughs, leaving everyone confused and scratching their heads.
To get out of here.
Experience the chaos as a sweaty man in a shark costume demands $800 at a pawn shop, leaving the bewildered staff grappling with his bizarre requests.
And I got my TV out of time. Okay. They didn't give me a receipt, and I need the receipt. We don't give out receipts. What you mean you don't give out receipts? Every time I do business with y'all always give me a receipt. When we give you your item, that's your receipt. That's proof that you paid to take it out. The thing is, I need this receipt to show what I spent my money on.
We do not give you a receipt because we didn't sell it to you. That's been the policy of the store for over 30 years. This is not retail. It was already their item. I'm giving it back to them. Period.
I need a receipt. My man needs to know that my money on it. You sitting there looking up. We don't give out receipts.
Ashley meets Lisa, who claims they're old pals from the pawn shop world. Ashley's face is a mixture of confusion and amusement as she tries to recall Lisa from the past. It's like a game of memory gone wrong, with Lisa insisting that they're besties while Ashley's scratching her head, wondering if she's entered the twilight zone of pawn shop encounters.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
How are you?
Good, how are you? What's your name?
Lisa. This pawn shop.
I've never seen this woman before in my life.
Yesterday,
She had like instant unconditional love for me. She doesn't know me.
I'm coming.
Lisa's affection for Ashley kicks into overdrive, leaving poor Ashley feeling like she's in an episode of a pawn shop soap opera. Lisa's suggestion of exchanging numbers adds a sprinkle of awkwardness to the mix, like a sitcom scene gone awry.
I do like you.
No, you lied.
I adore you.
I appreciate
would not
that.
lie to you. I mean, it's just a suggestion.
Ashley gives into the madness, agreeing to pawn Lisa's chain with a smile plastered on her face. It's the kind of absurdity you can only find in a pawn shop where deals are made amidst deliberations of unconditional love and compliments about dental hygiene. And the scene.
So, how much did you get on this?
I get last time 120.
Okay. I think I've got a customer for life.
It's good to see you.
Nice to see you.
A bizarre encounter unfolds as a man dressed in a sweaty shark costume barges into the pawn shop demanding $800 for the costume. Identifying himself as Les, the man claims to be a professional mascot by day and a dancer by night, specializing in hyping up crowds for shark fights. His erratic behavior and peculiar demands leave the staff bewildered and grossed out, especially when he tries to persuade them to try on the costume despite its unpleasant odor.
I need my money.
Hi, I'm Les. How are you?
I've been better. It's about 100
What's your
degrees.
name?
Say. Greg.
Hey, nice to meet you. This is Ashley.
Hi.
You've been dressing up like a shark. Is it what you do for a living?
Yeah, I'm a professional mascot during the daytime. At night, I'm a dancer. Shark fights.
Shark fight.
I never even heard of what this guy was talking about. This thing, it just brings out the $800. That's all I want.
This guy is so bizarre. So
Try it on. Real quick. Try it on.
smells.
It does. How do you know it smells if it's
I
not
can
on you?
smell it.
It does smell.
Oh, boy.
Les persists in his demands, insisting that the costume is unique and irreplaceable, despite comparisons to generic Halloween costumes. To demonstrate its allure, he persuades an employee named Rick to try it on, claiming that it'll make him feel empowered. But then something strange happens. Another worker interrupts, reminding Les of an earlier deal and pushing him to speak with his father. The customer becomes more hostile and threatens the crew with horrific imagery as tensions rise.
No, you can't get this in a Halloween. Does this look like a Halloween costume? There's only one of these in the whole world. $800. Hold on, you're missing something, dude. This is good. You're missing the speeder.
Oh my God.
When a customer's actions become intolerable, a tumultuous altercation ensues, setting off a dramatic sequence of events. The crew doesn't know what to do with the sweating half-naked man because nobody really wants to touch him. The staff ultimately gets Les to leave after a lot of berating and threatening, but not before one last round of obscenities and threats. Ultimately, the customer storms off, leaving behind his costume as a bizarre reminder of the chaotic encounter.
Nobody knows what to do because nobody really wants to touch this sweaty, scrawny lunatic.
Wait, here, I'll talk to you in here. Come here.
Thank you.
Come here.
Don't
Left fist hospital, right fist cemetery. Which one you want?
pick it.
You pick.
You pick
I
it,
beat
mother.
up your side.
Pick it, mother.
Do it.
Hey.
The sassy black woman strolls into the pawn shop, her demeanor already hinting at frustration. She approaches Ashley, the pawnbroker, with an air of annoyance evident in her voice as she recounts her misfortune of having her car vandalized. Pawned my necklace, kinda pissed off, you know, some little hatin' ass bust out my windows of my car, she vents. Now she's here to cash in on her necklace, a purchase she once valued at $400, now looking to squeeze out $200. But Ashley's response isn't what she expected. Instead of a quick agreement, Ashley questions her authenticity of the necklace's diamonds, setting the stage for tension to escalate.
My necklace, kind of pissed off, you know. Some little hater ass bust out my windows in my car. That's why I'm trying to pawn this necklace. I paid $400 for it. I'm looking to get $200. What you think? Why you say that?
I just said,
Oh,
So when you bought this, what were you told that it was?
diamonds.
They're not.
Them real diamonds, boo. I just told y'all to piss up. And you telling me that you ain't gonna give me $200?
The customer's irritation boils over as Ashley challenges the necklace's legitimacy. First of all, you're coming in here with an attitude, Ashley asserts, further provoking the already incensed customer. The situation teeters on the edge as the customer warns of repercussions from her youngins in the neighborhood. But just as tempers flare, the security guard intervenes, attempting to defuse the escalating confrontation. However, the customer's retort, claiming the diamonds are breathing, only adds fuel to the fire, exacerbating the friction between her and Ashley.
Okay, first of all, you're coming in here with an attitude.
I don't get.
Well, I'm not interested in this.
If you keep playing with me, I won't get real mad. This is a recession. Hey, I need the mother money, all right? Is you gonna give me the money or not? I got some young to come in the hood, tear it up.
What are you gonna do?
Is
I
that
want
the security guard?
Let me explain to you something. This is fake.
Don't you see? The diamonds is breathing.
The diamonds are breathing.
The diamonds is breathing.
Are you serious?
As tensions peak, the customer's threats and insults intensify. Get out of here, you ain't gonna give me my necklace, she snarls, her anger palpable. The situation spirals out of control as she lunges towards Ashley, prompting the security guard to step in decisively. With firm hands, he escorts the irate customer out of the store, her voice echoing her fury even as she's forcibly removed. The scene ends with a chaotic crescendo, leaving Ashley to exhale a sigh of relief as the door slams shut behind the departing customer, bringing an end to the tumultuous encounter.
Get out of here.
You ain't gonna give me my necklace?
Here you go.
You ain't. Don't touch me. Oh, I'll catch you outside, you dirt. No, you better not touch my nigga. I'll beat your tall, gumpy ass up. I shoot her ass up.
Les gets a visit from a guy claiming he's on a mission from his wife to find furniture. A husband sent on a quest for home decor by his better half sounds like a scene from a comedy. Now, Les is prepared to negotiate, but as soon as they begin looking through the goods, things get hilarious.
Well, here's the deal. I just moved from New Jersey. My wife and I. We just bought a house, and she sent me here. She said, see what you can pick up.
Perfect. Let's find some.
You gonna clean all that up before I buy it?
That's why it's so inexpensive, right?
Really?
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, man.
We have used furniture that's used.
Yeah,
That's why it's $397.77.
really? Well, I only got $200.
The customer isn't overly impressed with the couch's condition. Although he has a budget, he's unwilling to spend money on something that appears to have been through a muddy wrestler's match. The banter gets funnier as the customer tries to negotiate while Les defends the integrity of his used furniture.
All right, man, let me try, man. I'll tell you what, my shoes are cleaner than this couch.
Then don't buy it.
Make me a deal. I got cash in my pocket, man.
Wow.
Come on, man.
$200.
Come on.
The customer's insults towards Les and his family turn things from funny to completely ridiculous. It resembles a farce gone wrong, with insults flying more quickly than a tennis match. Les, ever the professional, maintains his position, but the level of absurdity is escalated by the customer's attitude.
This is not the way we operate in New Jersey. What kind of operation you guys going on, man? I bet you're not here far.
This was actually my couch. We had to reupholster and I gave it to Ashley.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that your daughter?
That's my daughter.
She must be nasty, too.
What did you just say?
Don't make my... Come on, man.
This This is how we do it in the deep. Yeah.
The customer's rudeness hits a peak, and Les puts his foot down, Detroit style. It's a showdown worthy of a Wild West movie, complete with threats and a swift exit. The customer's departure leaves everyone scratching their heads, wondering what had just happened in the wild world of pawn shop negotiations.
I got $200. Yes, sir.
I'll go someplace else. That's the dirty D right there, baby. Where'd he go? I think he went back to New Jersey, sir.
In this wild pawn shop showdown, a woman marches in ring in hand like she's about to solve the mysteries of the universe. While she's trying to pay her past due rent, her diamond ring steals the show. Like a souffle in the microwave, the tension increases with every second that goes by. A heated discussion regarding the truthfulness of the ring is started when the pawnbroker examines it with some suspicion. The woman demands $200 like she's negotiating world peace, but the pawnbroker's offer of $80 sends her into orbit faster than a rocket with a grudge. The air crackles with sass and disbelief, leaving everybody wondering if this ring is ever going to find its way home.
Yes, ma'am.
I was coming to pawn my ring because I have to pay my rent. It was due a couple weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Why you keep looking at my ring like $80?
$80.
I'm not just about to let you have this for $80. I paid $500 for this ring. I mean, what, you want the studs on my lip or something? But I'm saying you gonna give me $200 though. That's the only way I'm gonna. So you gonna give me $200 or not?
The woman drops a bombshell just when you think the drama's reached its climax. She hasn't given up her ring for pennies. She challenges the pawnbroker to either pay her $200 demand or face the repercussions. It's similar to seeing a high-stakes poker match, but with more bills that are past due and, lip studs. The standoff reaches its zenith in tension greater than that of a family-sized lasagna, and everybody's left wondering who's gonna blink first. As the dust settles, the woman's exit is as dramatic as her entrance. With a final flourish, she declares her terms and storms out like a diva exiting stage left. The pawnbroker's left scratching his head, wondering what just hit him, while the security staff's probably updating their resumes after narrowly avoiding a showdown.
Man, what the?
She can go. She can go. Thank you. This woman could not keep control of herself. I don't know what the hell her problem was. I don't accept that kind of behavior. She's lucky my security staff didn't beat her ass.
In the bustling aisles of the pawn shop, two guys saunter up to Ashley with a peculiar demand. Now they're aiming for a refund, claiming that a bunch of things that they bought from the pawn shop are no longer working. As per policy, Ashley asks for a receipt, and she also asks them questions to verify what the problem is.
Attorneys and/or as for a refund. When we got to our work site, it just stopped working.
We're in the construction business, declared one of the customers, with all of the air of a seasoned foreman. Now, Ashley was asking, her suspicions peaked about where the power source was. At the work site, of course, was the swift reply, a tad too rehearsed for Ashley's liking. Smelling something fishy, Seth and Les united in their quest for truth. So Seth, being suspicious, decided to plug in all the gadgets to test to make sure that they work. And lo and behold, they worked just fine.
What type of work you do?
We doing construction.
Where's the battery?
The battery is at the work site. We on the clock.
Yeah, I'm gonna plug these in. Oh, that works. Oh, that one
There
works
you
too.
go.
See where it's at?
But the customers were upset because their demands weren't met. No cash refunds, Ashley reminded them in a very firm but fair tone. But the two customers were unshaken and instead started to grow incredibly irate, raising their voices and bringing things to a head. Yet Ashley stood her ground, unwavering in her commitment to the rules of her trade. With a final flourish, the guys decided that maybe they had better retreat to live another day. And thus, this particular saga came to a close, leaving behind a tale of wit and willpower and the triumph of honesty.
No cash refunds? Cash?
It don't matter about that. What y'all gonna do is give us our money back right now. You gonna do something. Listen, guys. Listen. What you talking about? Give me my money back right now.
Thank you.
This scene shows a frustrated taxi driver approaching a man waiting in line at a pawn shop and demanding money for a $90 fare. But the man's attention is on receiving the money, so there's an argument. Tensions escalated because of the man's insistence on waiting in line and the cab driver's irritation.
Hey, dude! Come on, give me money.
Do you see I'm in line right now? Yes or no?
You're standing in line to what, man? I want my...
Excuse me, hi. What's going on here?
First off,
The man owe me money
Hold
for
on.
his ride.
Why is he yelling at you?
because I owe him money, I am in line to get the loan for the car.
The situation takes a comedic turn when a third party, including Ashley and Byron, unaware of the initial conflict, intervenes. Confusion ensues as they try to understand the situation, with the cab driver emphasizing his need for payment while the man remains determined to wait for his turn in line. The introduction of the man's girlfriend in the cab adds another layer of chaos to the mix.
Report?
Yes.
Okay. Supposedly the cab driver dropped this guy off here because he wanted to get money for his jewelry to pay the cab driver.
Give me $45.
I have to pawn this. Just wait, you can wait.
No, I ain't waiting no more. I'm gonna get this woman and get her the hell out of the car and I'm
What
gone.
woman? You have a woman in the car?
Yes, I do. That's my girlfriend.
He's asking you to wait 5 minutes?
No, I'm out of here.
Okay, then you can go.
I'm gone.
Okay, go.
The cab driver chooses to take matters into his own hands as tensions escalate and violently extracts the man's girlfriend from the car. The man objects, and things quickly get out of hand, with the cab driver and the man at odds about taking the woman out. The taxi driver is demanding that the woman get out of his car, which makes the whole situation even more ridiculous.
All right, come on, get out of my car.
No.
Come on, get out. Get out now.
The next thing I know, the cab driver is pulling this girl out of the cab.
Hey, get your hands off. Get your hands. Hey,
Get out now.
Hey,
get your hands off. Get your hands off
man, I'm
first.
telling you.
Don't touch
touch
it.
her.
Don't touch it.
Don't touch
Don't touch it.
Get out of my
Don't
car.
touch it.
The conflict reaches its peak when the man's frustration boils over, and he threatens to drop the cab driver like it used rubber. Eventually, cooler heads prevail, and the man offers a solution. The cab driver can recover his fare and avoid more conflict by having another cab call. There's never a dull day at the pawn shop, to be sure.
I told you I was going to pay for it. Yes or no? What are you going to do?
You want me to drop you right here?
Opportunity.
I'll drop you like a used rubber.
Sounds
Get in
real
your
good.
car and go.
You really want-
Get in your car. You know what? I have the best idea. I will call you a cab. He can be out his money because
outta
he's
here.
demanding it. The boyfriend got in the taxi driver's face. I don't blame him. You don't touch somebody like that.
In this episode, we've got Les who's greeting a customer. Now, the customer is looking to sell a TV and asks how much Les is willing to offer. Les mentions that they typically sell similar TVs for under $250, which prompts the customer to express her desire for $500. Les naturally balks at the request, stating that he can't offer that much. But the customer then starts negotiating, asking what she needs to do to get the $500 that she wants.
Hi, I'm Les. Nice to meet you.
I'm looking to get rid of this.
How much did you want for the TV?
I want $500 for it. That's what I was thinking.
We actually sell them for under $250.
Okay.
So I could give you 100.
100?
100.
I need $500.
And I wish I could give you 500.
What do I gotta do to get you to give me $500?
In a comedic turn, the customer suggests her breasts as a bargaining chip, asking if they're worth $500 to Les. Les, to his credit, responds with a little bit of a bemused expression, indicating that, sorry lady, they're not. The customer confidently asserts that her breasts are valued at $7,500, but Les remains unimpressed. He remarks on her attempt to negotiate with her boobs and expresses disbelief at her strategy. The customer, undeterred, insists that she never played dumb before provocatively suggesting that she's all there by flashing her breasts.
Are these worth $500 to you?
Not really.
No, these aren't worth $500. Really? They're $7,500 for these, okay? $7,500. I want some.
He was one of those people that tried to negotiate. What can I say?
Les maintains his professionalism, refusing to be swayed by the customer's unconventional tactics. He humorously remarks that anybody who flashes their breast in a store must be all there, to which the customer confidently agrees. However, Les ultimately declines her offer, suggesting that she go elsewhere.
Oh, I am all
That's
there.
what I just said, and I could see.
All there.
You were all there twice. Thank you.
Forget it.
Thank you very much.
In the chaotic morning hustle of the pawn shop, Les notices a shady character browsing through merchandise with dubious intentions. Approaching him, Les demands an explanation, only to be met with a flimsy excuse about being kicked out of his mom's place. The guy then tries to pawn items off as coming from his mom's basement, but Les sees right through the charade. Now tension rises as insults fly, setting the stage for a showdown between Les and the would-be thief.
First thing in the morning, I see a guy walking around the store pulling off my shelves. What the hell's going on?
Hey, man, I need some money. I got kicked out. My mama kicked me out last night. My mom's basement.
Tell me where you really got the vacuum.
My mom's basement, man. Where do you think I got it from, fool?
I'm sorry, what'd you call me?
A fool. What are you gonna do about it, bald-headed?
What do you want me to do?
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do, buddy?
Les throws the guy out of the store because he's tired of his antics. But when the man won't go, Les has to call in reinforcements. Enter Byron, the burly bodyguard, who snatches the man and carries him expertly out the door. Byron manages the issue with the dexterity of a bulldozer making room, making for a show-worthy scene.
Talking to bog-toothed, bald-headed mother.
It's time to go.
No, man.
Get out of my store. You understand what I just said?
But just as Byron is leading the guy outside, his pants decide that they'd rather pull around his ankles, exposing a little bit less than friendly underwear. But that's just the icing on this whole dumpster fire of a day. As Les sees the guy's humiliation happen, he can't help but laugh. And without warning, another day at the pawn shop comes to an end, leaving us all to wonder what mischievous adventures lie ahead in this crazy world of wheeling and dealing.
No!
Do it. Keep walking, buddy. You start stealing stuff from my store, it's time for your ass to be thrown out.
Stand up.
And what an ass that...
The scene starts with Ashley getting a bit annoyed, telling the customer not to test her patience. Now she's in a hurry and warns him to speed things up. Then the customer tries to copy Ashley by snapping their fingers, but Ashley quickly shuts it down. She acknowledges the imitation, but firmly puts them in their place with a clever comeback. Even though they're joking around, Ashley still shows that she's in charge, and she's not going to be disrespected.
Don't get me, I'm gonna get very, very angry right now.
Okay.
And if you can like hurry it up, then that's better.
I can. Hurry it up.
Okay, you ain't gotta snap the fingers, sweetheart.
I was just imitating you.
Okay, but you ain't gotta go that far. You behind here.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. I don't really have all day for this.
You want 20?
I want 40.
Things escalate when Ashley catches the customer imitating her again. This time, she's not as amused. With a mix of annoyance and humor, Ashley tells her to knock it off. She's not playing around anymore. Finally, she wraps things up with a funny twist, saying goodbye with a playful fake travels instead of the usual safe travels. It's a perfect ending, showing Ashley's authority and humor all in one.
Are you imitating me? Safe travels. Safe travels.
The customer, hopeful for a good deal, brings in an item to pawn. Despite his expectations, he's offered only $20, leading to frustration and disbelief.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to see how much I can get for this. I'm trying to get at least 100 for it. Might have got 1 point in time, but I won't be able to get that for it. So how much can you give me? $20? I'm more or less healthy than anything. Man, I'm gonna need more than $20 for this, man.
Les throws the guy out of the store because he's tired of his antics. But when the man won't go, Les has to call reinforcements. Enter Byron, who snatches the man and carries him expertly out the door.
What's your offer, Jay? 20, which is probably more than I would even offer him.
I need my money.
I understand.
I'm gonna need at least $100 for this.
You paid $200 for that, I overheard?
Yeah, I mean,
Really, you paid $200. I'll sell you like 4 of them.
I need more than $20. Why is there more staff out here?
And I see another irate customer in line.
That's all I'm giving you. Period.
Despite attempts by other staff members to calm the situation, the customer's anger continues to mount. Profanities fly as the customer remains dissatisfied with the offered amount.
I'm the manager.
Oh, you are the manager.
I'm the manager.
You're the manager. $20 for this. I've been waiting for an hour.
Yeah, take your out of here.
How about 100? You can give me what the I'm gonna do with $20.
Don't know.
I need more than $20.
I had to calm this situation down.
Take your out of here. $20? What the I'm gonna do with $20?
A woman enters the pawn shop seeking to pawn her computer to help her son get into a technical high school. Despite her hopes of getting $150, the employee offers $100 based on her previous transactions. The woman insists on $150, citing her long patronage since '97, but the employee refuses, leading to escalating tension.
You head in for 100.
But I need 150.
I know, but I can't give you 150.
No, you are not appreciate my business.
Yes, I do. I
because when
cannot.
I ask you, you're not giving me what I want.
Well, I don't give everybody what they want. Do you want the 100?
No, I don't.
Okay, then goodbye.
What do you mean?
The woman's upset that when she needs assistance, her devotion to the store isn't valued. She challenges the employee, refusing to go without receiving the necessary amount, and angrily rejects the $100 offer despite her employee's best efforts to reason with her.
I want to see somebody make me leave up out of this mother giving me what I want.
I don't give everybody what they want.
150.
Well, if you had
As
something
a patron that's been
if
patron
you-
since 97. No, I'm not done.
This lady comes in with
goodbye.
You can walk out the store.
I can, but
you
am I
will.
going to walk out?
You will.
Who's going to make me? Who? I want to see somebody make me leave up out of this mother.
The woman abuses the employee and declines to accept the offered sum, escalating the intensity of the exchange. Another employee tries to defuse the situation, but the woman is unyielding and keeps threatening to do anything she wants.
Are you a lady or are you a child?
I don't give a what I am. What the hell are you with your wrinkled eyed ass? You need to go somewhere and get, and don't think that you won't. Because all I got to do is make a phone call. You know what?
Wait.
Get out. I'm not getting out of here. Get out. Put out. Mother, you going to jail if you touch. I've been patronizing this business since 97.
You have an English degree, right?
No, I don't. Yeah.
The woman gets increasingly combative and starts throwing abuse and threats at the staff, marking the height of the altercation. She's ordered to leave, but she resists and persists in challenging the staff, leading to her eventual escort out of the business. Her departure is accompanied by a final profanity-laden outburst. A new manager arrives at the pawn shop, surprising the Gold family, and they introduce themselves and express their eagerness to help out. Now, despite initial confusion, the Golds agree to give them a chance and see how their first day goes.
When I worked in sales at a bank, I was in charge of tailoring the products to the customers' wants. So I'd like to think that marketing is one of my strong suits. You like those? Like I said, they're durable, very inexpensive. What do you guys want to do? Do you want to purchase or put them in layaway today?
Definitely.
All right, I'm so excited. I got my first sale.
So what do you think?
I love it, but I'm not really sure how comfortable Ashley is about me coming in.
You know, I'm really not worried about Ashley.
Did you know about this?
Good luck, Ash. Have fun, co-manager.
The new manager showcases their sales skills, confident in their ability to tailor products to customers' needs. Despite their apparent enthusiasm, several family members question the comfort level and suitability for the position.
Can you just go back to your area?
Something you want to talk about, Ashley?
No, everything's cool.
You know, I'm just here to sell and make money for American Jewelry and Loan.
Don't just go sell.
We do it from 9 to 12.
You'll never get what you paid for.
You're probably right. Here, why don't I just move away?
What is he doing?
He's teaching her the business.
Is he trying to take over?
They're not going to get more than $1,500 anywhere else. I can guarantee that.
Great.
Wow. The new manager and this customer are currently negotiating prices over a deal. And while the new manager insists that the deal's a good one, tensions start to rise as the customer questions the offer. Meanwhile, the Golds observe the situation with uncertainty. A guy strolls in all casual, claiming he scored these concert mics from a crowd toss-up. Seth, in disbelief, questions the absurdity of magically finding zipped-up mics in a wild crowd. Cue the suspicious eyebrows.
Keep an eye on him. Hi, how are you? I'm from American Jewelry. I have a gentleman down here who is trying to sell me some microphones. Are you missing some? Exactly, I've got them. You're gonna need to come down here. All right, thanks. Ash, call the cops.
Hi, this is American Jewelry and we have stolen merchandise. Thank you.
Seth gets into detective mode, calling the venue to verify if they're missing any mics. Well, turns out they are. Cue the dramatic music and the plot thickens vibes.
How much were you looking for?
$100 a piece, if possible.
How about 75 a piece?
That works.
Who the are these kids now? Are these his friends? So we're waiting for the police to come.
Okay.
They're leaving.
No, man, you can't leave. The cops told us to hold you here.
Why? I'm not the person that came up.
We're all involved in the
trying to do
group. That's the way it works. Until we know what's going on, that's the way it's going to be. So if you want us to have a seat till the cops get here.
Suddenly, the situation's hotter than a jalapeno in July. Seth's on the phone with the cops while the shady mic holder is sweating bullets. Security's on high alert as Seth tries to play cool, but it's chaos. Cue the circus music. So Ashley's caught in the middle of a classic family feud at the pawn shop. Dad's all like, "Close the door, Ashley, we need to talk." But it's not a cozy little chat. It's more of a what the heck's going on kind of situation. Turns out there's drama about TVs and Rich, and Ashley's like, "I used to run this joint, dude." Cue the fireworks.
Always pinpointing on the bad
always
stuff.
done
Can you
good.
stop talking over me? You don't appreciate me. You don't appreciate anything I do here. I don't understand. We're family. You treat me like I'm a piece of What the do you ever point out the good stuff I do here? I don't understand. We're family. You treat me like I'm a piece of You inside. I don't even know what to do
I'm
anymore.
taking the store side.
Ashley is laying it all out. Now she's feeling underappreciated, like she's stuck in some kind of twisted family drama sitcom. She gets irritated and eventually walks out of the room.
Then I quit. I'm done.
You're not done.
Watch.
You're not done. Ashley, one last time. If you walk out that door, don't ever come.
What just happened?
Ashley just quit. She walked out that door. She's not happy with the way we treat her.
I cannot deal with it. I'm out. I don't care what he says to bring me back. I'm done.
When you allow your emotions to run a business, it's the worst thing she could ever do. You're gonna lose.
But if you thought that was it, there's another surprise twist as Ashley drops a bombshell openly declaring that she quits and that she's done, and then she pieces out, leaving everybody in shock. But Les is stuck scratching his head, wondering what the heck just happened. But Ashley has made up her mind. Emotions run wild and business gets a kick in the gut. Classic pawn shop drama. Get ready to chuckle as we witness an overenthusiastic customer diving headfirst into negotiations with Ashley over a watch. With all the finesse of a bull in a china shop, he throws out a laughable offer of just $75. Ashley, ever the comedic genius, bats it away with a playful smirk. But hold on to your hats, folks, because our customer isn't done yet. He dramatically ups the ante to a jaw-dropping $599 despite the watch being worth nowhere near that amount.
Now, before you say something, now I'm gonna be honest with you. This right here, it's worth a lot of money. So, this, I should get some change back. Hold on, wait a minute. This is worth, look at it. 2 and add 3 more zeros with it. 2,000, baby. Me out, and guess what? You gotta give me some change.
Our intrepid negotiator isn't about to back down. With the confidence of a superhero, he insists that this watch is worth its weight in gold. Quite literally. He even flaunts a fat stack of cash, convinced that he's about to seal the deal. But Ashley, bless her heart, isn't buying it. She keeps a straight face as our customer sails further into the sea of absurdity, refusing to cave to his outlandish demands.
Bill.
Okay, and it's worth $2,000. It's rare to find a $2 bill that got red in it. Now tell me they ain't worth $2,000.
I'm about to go deaf right now.
No more than that around your neck. You understand me? You little chunky, drawn-looking person.
Okay.
Now hold on to your sides before they split, because things are about to get even funnier. As our customer cranks up the theatrics, Ashley's amusement hits an all-time high. With a twinkle in her eye, she gently reminds him that the watch isn't exactly a crown jewel. But our negotiator, bless his delusional heart, won't take no for an answer. Ashley keeps her cool, relishing every moment of this side-splitting showdown.
My $2 bill up. You know what? I'm gonna tell you something.
Okay.
You owe bologna sandwich. Y'all ain't got no money.
Okay. Have a good day.
Big Mouth is hungry. hilarious. Real funny, man. Y'all be killing me. I'll pawn you. Matter of fact, that $2 bill, you gonna...
And now the moment we've all been waiting for, the finale. Our customer's frustration approaches a boiling point, but Ashley, ever the queen of comedy, doesn't miss a beat. She continues to milk the situation for all it's worth, leaving our customer red-faced and defeated. And just like that, he storms off, leaving us in stitches as he hilariously fails his attempt at negotiation. Next up, we've got a furniture fiasco as a man discovers a one-of-a-kind table, only to have their excitement interrupted by another customer demanding that they vacate the throne. But the first customer's not moving.
Get your ass over and shut up.
Get off that bed.
No, I ain't getting no.
Get off that bed.
What the you gonna do, baby?
Who do you think you are to talk to me like
Bro,
that?
if you let me, I'll be slapping that ass. You're talking to, mother. Back up. Back up. Take my ass out of here. Really? We don't think so? You don't think so?
Tensions skyrocket amidst the customer's verbal barrage, but fear not, for Ashley steps in, serving sass and shutting down the disrespectful discourse. Honestly, with Ashley, who needs a savior in sparkling armor?
Here's the way it's gonna work. You don't disrespect my daughter in my store. Get the out of here. If this guy ever shows his face in this store again, we're gonna kick his ass. Gonna get your hands off me. Really or what? We go back, disrespecting my daughter like that?
Ultimately, Les has to step in and settle the score by enforcing the rule and ejecting the unruly patron. With one stern glance, Les sends the troublemaker packing, restoring peace and reminding everybody that disrespect isn't welcome in his kingdom. The scene kicks off with Grandma storming into the pawn shop, demanding her money back for a purse that she claims is fake. Now she's not holding back, loudly insisting on a refund while the audience can't help but applaud her fiery entrance. You don't want to mess with a grandma on a mission, so she demands to restore her sense of humor before anything else happens. She insists on getting her money back, saying that the purse she purchased was just as phony as a $3 bill.
You don't need a
Ma'am,
second.
do you have the receipt?
I didn't give you a second when I gave you my money.
Ma'am, I'm trying not to really
You took my money and I won't.
Show me the receipt.
I don't have a receipt. You sold me this purse.
Baloney. So when did you buy it?
I bought it a week ago.
Les tries to maintain his cool amidst Grandma's escalating tantrum. Now he asks for the receipt, but Grandma didn't expect that curveball. Now she intensifies her demand for a refund, saying she isn't playing games with her hard-earned money, even without a receipt in hand. Now, Les's justifications aren't going to hold water with her. She wants her money, and she wants it now.
From me.
From you. This is tarnished.
Do you know what that stands for? What does that stand?
I want my money.
There will be.
Don't put your hands on me.
No smoking. Ma'am, there will be no smoking in the store. No smoking.
Smoking in the store. I got to calm my
Put your cigarette
nerves. I'm
out,
not
miss.
putting my
Miss,
cigarette
put
out.
your cigarette out.
Get your hands off me.
Put your cigarette out, miss. Miss, come here.
Get your hands off me. I'm not.
Just when you think the situation can't get any more ridiculous, Grandma takes out her cigarette and lights up in the store. Les, however, ain't having any of that and warns her right away that smoking isn't permitted anywhere, especially in his store. Grandma, however, is in no mood to follow the rules, leading to a showdown where Les tries to put out her cigarette while she vehemently refuses.
Smoking in the store. I got to calm my
Put your
nerves.
cigarette
I'm
out,
not
miss.
putting my
Miss,
cigarette
put
out.
your cigarette out.
Get your hands off me.
Put your cigarette out, miss. Miss, come here.
Get your hands off me. I'm not.
I'm bending over backwards to appease this granny.
Oh,
I'm
dear.
trying to be professional
Give
and
me
I'm
my
trying
money.
to give you courtesy.
Give me my money. That's all I want is my money.
As the literal smoke clears, Grandma's still not backing down. She demands her money with a threat of legal action, insisting that she'll see Les in court. Les, exasperated, finally agrees to give her the refund just to get her out of his hair. But even as he tries to make things right, Grandma ain't done. She wants a card because she's ready to sue his butt. And with that threat hanging in the air, she finally storms out, leaving Les bewildered and relieved.
All I want is my money. Give me a card, because I'm going to sue your ass.
Okay, I'll see you in court. Goodbye.
Get your hands off me. Yeah, right.
All right.
Stupid ass mother.
Go ahead.
Whatever.
She does not remind me of my grandmother.
And just when Les thinks the ordeal's over, Grandma turns back with one final threat. She's gonna bust his window. Now Les tries to reason with her, but Grandma's not having it. She's ready to throw down. But Les, with a mix of frustration and amusement, challenges her to try. As she storms out for the last time, Les can't help but reflect on how she's nothing like his own grandma, leaving the audience in stitches at the absurdity of it all. And that's it for today. Thanks for being a part of the Hardcore Pawn adventure with us. We hope you like the drama and surprises. And make sure you stay tuned for more pawn shop stories. See you next time. Watch Les the Pawn Shop Detective figure out a mystery with messy DJs and laptops held captive. See the suspenseful investigation unfold right here. Laugh and cringe as a shouting woman causes trouble in the pawn shop, making Seth and Les really mad. Then a guard shows up and there's a surprising twist outside.
Okay, I went to get my purse back to make my payment. She's telling me this is expired. That's my purse right there. That one right there is the black one.
A meticulous lady strides in armed with confidence and a fake receipt, proclaiming ownership of a purse. Little does she know that Ashley is the store's memory bank, fully aware of every item in its rightful place. The girl in her eagerness attempts to vault over the counter, unaware that Ashley, the guardian of scams, is on duty.
It's my purse right there.
How do you know that's your purse?
Because I know my purse. Here's the money. I want the purse.
That bag was never in pawn. If you want to buy it,
I just want to look at it and make sure it's not mine.
Undeterred by gravity and common sense, the girl persists in her charade. However, Ashley stands firm, recognizing the futility of the scam and the level of wrongness involved. It's like trying to sneak a peek at the answer key when the teacher is watching. Yeah, that's not happening.
I'm not first of all. Don't talk to me like I'm an idiot. Give me my purse or I'm going to come over that counter and get it myself.
oh my God.
Get your hands off me.
Have a nice day. Let's go. Walk yourself out, yo.
You.
With a swift resolution to this failed escapade, the girl finds herself unceremoniously escorted out of the store. Lesson learned. Ashley's scam radar is always on, and jumping over counters won't get you far in this pawn-filled drama. Enter the family feud. Ashley drops the bomb on her brother Seth, calling him a hypocrite. But why? Well, he casually throws around $880 for a painting, while Ashley, according to her, can't even snag a deal for $30. Sibling dynamics at their finest. And as Ashley confronts Seth about the apparent double standards, she probes into the intricacies of spending $880, questioning how bad it could be. Seth, in classic sibling fashion, argues that his purchases are all about resale value, a concept he conveniently forgets when it comes to
I am not going to forget the situation anytime soon. Seth better watch his back.
Things heat up as Ashley demands an apology. Seth takes a nosedive into being the ultimate a-hole, apologizing for an $880 buy. Oh no. Instead, he hits her with a sorry not sorry for her supposed attitude, topping it off with a charming label. Well, let's just say that it rhymes with witch. Sibling rivalry reaches a whole new level on this show.
There's two guys out here that are saying they were scammed out of their laptops, and that whoever did it is working with one of our guys. You want to come out and talk to him? All right. Thank you.
Who is it?
Les is hit with some unexpected news. A few guys claim that they've been pawned by a girl from the staff. Les, ever the detective, approaches the situation with a mix of suspicion and humor, wondering aloud if he's either unintentionally swindling customers or if bizarre customers have taken up a new form of thievery.
Tell me.
She pawned 2 of our laptops, and she told us she was gonna
Bring them out to the back.
some of it. Yeah, we don't.
Okay, wait. You pawned something.
Yes, she had to take it to
When did
her
you
store.
pawn it?
Today.
Today.
She
Okay.
had to take it to her store.
And the money?
Yes.
These two kids come in and talk about have some girl pawned 2 laptops.
The plot thickens as 2 disheveled DJs step into the scene, laptops held hostage. The atmosphere turns somber as the weight of the situation sinks in. It's a strange occurrence that has everyone wearing expressions of confusion and concern. Les, with his seasoned cool, casually queries about the laptop's ownership, revealing they're registered under the mysterious girl's name.
Split the money 3 ways, and one of my employees was gonna walk it out the back door. Either this is a new way for my employees to steal from me.
To contact the owner because we want to.
I am the owner.
I'm just trying to switch the ticket so she can't have them.
And it's in her name.
No, that's why I wanted to know if
I can't do it.
The tension rises, but Les doesn't crack under pressure. Maturely handling the situation, He asserts that he needs the lowdown to work his magic and get those laptops back where they belong. It's a pawn shop mystery, and Les is the detective determined to unravel the peculiar case of laptops and loyalty. Came a woman at the counter. Let's see what she's gonna come up with. Is she asking for free money? I think she might possibly be mad, though it is kind of funny that she's got enough courage to come up and ask for money without investing anything. Now, the lady at the counter frowned and asked her if she paid or not. Intriguingly, she hasn't paid anything, but she's still asking for money. And to make matters worse, she started shouting at her. Everyone around started looking at her, wondering what the hell was going on. Seth and Les get a little furious as everybody's just standing around trying to figure out what's going on. She started bullying her, but the lady tried to explain to her again that she misunderstood the agreement and they're not just gonna give her free cash. But this lady's just not listening to anybody. Well, Seth then enters, so who knows what's gonna happen now, the whole document or not, and she was not listening and constantly arguing and pointing to them as if they had done something wrong. Meanwhile, other women decided to intrude, and oh my god, it's gonna be funny. Looks like they've all decided to have a fight in the pawn shop. Wonder how that's all gonna end. And it looks like now see the other women get in and start shouting at her as everybody behind her was waiting for her to get out of the queue. So they started fighting, and now they're all having an immense fight. Everybody around is watching and laughing at them. Well, the guard had to go and break everything up. Well, at least they're all gonna get treated the same way, especially the one who created the mess. Pretty sure they're gonna hold him up and throw him out. And there they go, they're still shouting and fighting with each other as well. So they were sent outside and they started beating on each other, holding each other by their hair. Man, they beat the crap out of each other, and people around them were just watching and waiting and having a curious but funny conversation about their nonsense. Talk about a hella cringe episode.
It's Robert. Robert, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Dennis. Yeah, I got an item here. Might be interested in.
Okay, so there's a guy coming into the pawn shop with something in his hand, maybe a poster. But what's it for? He came to Seth and the other man and showed them this poster. Now it feels like they're interested in it and there might be a handsome deal between them.
Detroit Lions players had signed.
Did you drag it in?
So during the flood, I seen it down there, and that's when I pulled it out. She went down there and she supported these people, and while she was walking the picket line, she would gather signatures.
You got Williams over here.
That's what, Steve Farkas?
This is the first time a guy actually brought in and
I just got on the picket line because I'm on strike right now myself. We've been on strike for almost 3 months now. $1,000.
He started describing the poster that's mainly about the protest of people in history, and it's got lots of signs of well-known people and has got a lot of worth. He explained everything in one go and demanded a heavy amount for it as it was really valuable to him. Seth told him that it's got some stains on it, and it's no doubt the same poster of historical strike, which made it worthy, but for him it might make a lot of difference.
I hate the condition of it.
I understand, and I
gotta understand when it comes down to collectors, everything is about condition.
Absolutely. And I'm sure if your dad saw this, jump on the heartbeat.
Seth and the man explained that it's not about the worth that he's asking for in terms of thousands of dollars, but it's also about the condition of the poster, and it's not in a very good one. The man is continuously arguing that it's got signs all over it. If Les has seen it, that he'll definitely be surprised and definitely pay more than $1,000. Well, as for Les, he just came in.
Sharper, they need to make an effort to close these deals quickly.
Through my research in that, I seen personally that one just like this, Minto, and he got $950 for it.
Right, man. So if that was mint, why would you want $1,000 for this?
He only had one signature. I have at least a dozen.
But with this tear up here,
Yeah,
and the
and
condition it's in, the water stain on the bottom, it's just a hard thing to sell.
Yeah, but even though it's in this condition, how many of it exist? Very rare.
And it's uncertified.
Right.
You know.
I'll sell for $5.
Les judged the entire piece and told him that he's asking for too much, and later on they further described that it's torn from the top and the bottom, and it's also got damage and they can't pay more for it. But he still won't agree to pay for it. But he did say that he charged $500 off of the amount, but they couldn't reduce it any further.
value. Let's make a deal. $75.
No way.
Who's gonna buy it from you?
I'll just put it back in my basement, let it collect dust.
Offering you just $100 cash money right now wouldn't make a difference, you're saying?
200.
Nobody in life is ever gonna offer you more than us.
According to Seth, it's a historical and cool piece and might be a profitable deal for them. So he asked the man if they'll pay $750 for it. But the man was stunned and said that they're paying too little. He said that you should pay more, but Les is arguing that no one can pay you more than them.
You change your mind, we'll honor the 100.
Which would you prefer, 520s or a $100 bill?
520 seems like more, wouldn't it?
520s.
That's to me.
520s right now. 100 hours. Take it or leave it.
520s.
I got a deal.
$100.
Thank you. All right, man.
Thank you.
There's no question. It's a one-of-a-kind piece yet. It's a little bit of damage on it, but it's got a lot of autographs. I know we're going to make a profit.
He asked for $200, but no, it's not going to be a good deal, and they told him to leave. The man in need got a severe shock and held up the poster thinking. Les again said that they can't pay more than $100, and after some time of quietness, they agreed to the deal. Finally, the happy deal was made.
This is the guy?
Right there. Here they come again.
Les?
Hi, how are you?
I am Attorney Kyle DeQueef.
So there's a man, probably an attorney with two ladies along, coming inside towards Les at a pawn shop. Now, Les knew about it before. He asked for Les, and fortunately, he was at the counter. He asked why they had arrived at the store.
He's retained me to represent her in regard to a ring.
Okay.
My client brought in a $10,000 ring here, and she wants to either collect the remaining money owed to her on the ring or get the ring back. She's got a receipt.
Let me explain to you. This is a counterfeit ticket.
He said that he came here for the ring, which they bought from these ladies for $10,000, but they didn't pay and gave them the receipt. Now, he put up the receipt and showed it to Les and accused them of cheating and stealing from the women and taking their expensive ring. But Les was cool and controlled his anger.
Whoever produced this ticket didn't understand this is the amount of numbers that are here.
Okay.
Number two is state law mandates that we print the law in a 12-point font.
Okay.
This is much smaller.
That is some bull.
It may be bull, but that's the truth.
I don't know how I got mixed up, but
There's the game-changing point. Les, after listening to him, explained that he will reveal the truth now by showing the real receipt that they had. He went and came back with real receipts that they've been giving to the customers. There, he spotted major differences. He notified him of the major changes in the receipt that he brought. The man looked rather weak and stunned in response.
printing wrong or whatever, but this is the ticket he got from here.
He didn't get it from him. He didn't get it from him.
So now we just liars and we just come
I'm
in.
not saying that you are.
So you trying to send my son a liar?
I wish I had better news for you, but
That's bull. That's bull.
The numbers don't match up. The paper stock doesn't match up. This is a fake.
Now you side with them. You're not representing us. If I don't get my ring or my money for them, how you gonna get paid?
The attorney turned to the women, but oh my god, they're still accusing Les of having given them the wrong receipt and asking the attorney to take the money from Les. The man, being down on himself as you can see, argued with them. The man showed the evidence to the ladies and told them that they were having the wrong receipt, but they continued to argue.
The ticket, how about that?
No, I don't believe that the store gave you this ticket.
Nah, well, I don't believe you a real attorney. We ain't got it right. This bull. Somebody better give me my money.
Yeah.
he's my attorney.
You, him, security.
Have a nice day.
Nah, you got me, bitch.
Sorry, young man.
The ladies started harassing both of them and started using personal attacks. They were all arguing amongst themselves. Pretty crazy. The attorney went back as he can't do anything for the ladies.
How are you?
I'm doing okay.
What can I help you with?
Either trying to get a loan on it or you guys can buy it. Trying to sell it for maybe like $150.
$50.
Why is it $50? The certificate and everything is in there. And the bag costs actually way more than that.
Well, if you can tell, it's actually stained
Okay.
all through here.
I'm trying to sell it for $150 or get a loan for $75 instead of the $50.
Yeah, I wasn't interested in more than 50.
If you know purses, then you know the
As our unsuspecting customer strolls into the kitchen at chaos, little does she know what's cooking today. Ashley, patiently bracing herself for another round of absurdity, politely inquires about what the customer's looking to offload. The girl, blissfully unaware of the purse's actual value, confidently suggests a price that's almost a steal.
It costs way more than that.
Okay, but I'm not going to pay you for the amount that you think it's worth because it's stained. This is not one of the newer ones. This is not this season. I know about purses. It was torn. It was stained. It's not even the last season's bag. The thing is old.
But you still willing to buy for $50 though, so if it wasn't worth
And now the plot thickens. The lady asserts that if Ashley truly understood purses, she'd gladly accept the offered amount. However, Ashley, standing firm in her claim that the purse is torn and not worth more than $50, creates a hilarious clash of valuation difference.
we even say $50.
So they didn't say it wasn't worth.
Can I talk to somebody else? I don't want to talk to your pepperoni looking at. Can I get
My
somebody
pepperoni looking at. Pepperoni ass? I don't even know what that means. She take a look at her own.
ass and I get somebody else to talk to, it don't even matter. I don't have to talk to you.
And I don't talk to you either, so why don't you go home, leave
Can
our
I
store?
talk to somebody else? Why do I have to talk to you?
Because
You
I'm the
disrespectful.
manager. I'm disrespectful and you call me a pepperoni ass?
Ugly ass bitch.
F you.
And it's time to cue the drama. Ashley throws out the bold figure of $50 and it hits the customer like a curveball she wasn't ready for. Feeling the heat, our lady teeters on the edge of diplomacy and blurts out the unforgettable line. She labels Ashley a pepperoni ass and decides that she'd rather chat with anyone but her. Talk about spicing up negotiations.
3 males walked into a pawn shop. One of the suspects stood at the door as a lookout while the other 2 suspects walked directly over to the display cases.
So, like, these 3 guys roll into the pawn shop, just casually strolling in. The other 2 guys, they head straight to the fancy display cases. It's all got suspicious vibes. And then, bam! One of them whips out a sledgehammer and starts smashing the glass. Things are starting to get pretty wild.
At some point, a customer from the place is seen leaving calmly while the lookout tells her to hurry up.
The suspects appeared to be wearing heavy-duty gloves in order.
At one moment, a person from the shop strolls out all calm, and someone's keeping an eye on her, urging her to speed up. The people thought to be involved seem to have on these tough gloves, maybe so they don't get any cuts.
Not to get cut while removing the glass from the cases. Both suspects placed the jewelry and many other valuables in the bags.
So when they took off the glass from the cases, both of them put the jewelry and lots of other valuable stuff into bags. After that, they hightailed it out of the store in a black Mercury marquee.
Case at? Where the case at? Where is it at? Where you put them on?
The guy storms into the pawn shop all worked up and starts shouting about a missing case. He's demanding to know where it is, and he appears to be accusing the staff of removing. The feeling of stress in the air is increasing, and it's obvious that something is wrong.
We do not take gangs. Take your wife, my damage to that's the way it came like the kids. I know. You gonna act like I ain't got no sense? He's accusing us of taking games out of his unit. Look at the ticket. It never said with game.
The atmosphere gets even more intense as the guy accuses the pawn shop of messing with his games. Les, the cool guy at the pawn shop, stands his ground. The customer's getting more agitated, making accusations and even talking about blowing up the place, which is just adding to the chaos.
At that point, man, you can get your arms up off belly and none of your body parts on me, bro. After all the stress I have, the last thing I need is a customer causing a scene.
Despite the escalating situation, Les stays calm. He tries to talk sense into the upset customer, especially with a big event coming up the next day.
I know how to walk. I ain't in literally because I potted a week and y'all motherfuckers in my middle and put them games in there. And you wasn't even standing there when I potted it. Somebody need to blow this place up. It's time to go, sir. You ain't gonna get my window. I'm not. Let go. Can I get my weed? He'll get it for you, don't worry. You're making a threat like that?
The situation becomes alarming when the upset customer makes a threat to blow up the place. Les, rightfully concerned about the safety of everybody, asks the guy to leave. Security becomes a priority, and the customer's demand for his belongings takes a backseat to the potential danger that he's creating. That's a challenging moment for Les, who's just trying to manage the chaos caused by an irate customer.
How's it going, man?
What's going on, man?
Everything good. How about you?
I'm doing good.
Good. What can I do for you?
Let me get at least like 400 for this watch right here.
What can I do for you today?
Can I get like 400 for this watch right here? It's worth $820.
Les, chilling at the pawn shop, notices a guy walking in, watch in hand. Les, being friendly, asks how things are going. The guy, hopeful, wants $400 for his watch. Les, the cool pawn detective, calmly discusses the watch's worth, revealing it's valued at about $82.
Yo, man, tell me the truth. What'd you really pay?
Telling you the truth, man. Come on, give me four for this watch, man. Come on, man.
We deal in high-end watches. This was worthless. Nothing for us to deal with.
Come on, give me like $450 for this watch.
You're yelling at me.
I got a baby on the way, dog.
Congratulations.
I'm sick of living at the crib, man. My girl on my head.
The negotiation heat rises as the guy insists on $400, but Les suggests $7. The guy, pleading and sharing his life story about a baby on the way, asks for $400 again. Les stands firm, offering him the same price, which leads to a bit of yelling. The guy, feeling frustrated, calls the place bull ass and expresses his discontent.
You want $10?
Oh, no, so don't do it $10.
I have no idea.
Go to Coney Island. Give me
Coney Island
$10.
is good.
Coney Island, $10. I got a baby on the way. They gonna do this to me, dog.
What you looking like a crazy fool?
The tension escalates and the guy feels disrespected, using strong words and even threatening Les. Les, staying cool, suggests maybe he should have been given $400, hinting at a broken lamp that needs payment. The situation gets intense, with the guy considering if he should have taken the deal.
Cash for this watch, man. 400?
I'm sorry.
This is a bullshit ass place, man. This whole ass place, dog.
Excuse me.
You call it what? You calling a bitch?
You?
I'll knock you the out. You don't know who you talking to.
Tell me.
Y'all, don't touch me, homie, dog. Touch me, dude.
Then maybe he would have been able to pay me for the lamp that he broke.
Y'all, I'm off you, dog.
The guy, still upset, leaves the shop, but not without some fiery words. Les reflects on the encounter, realizing maybe he should have given $400 to avoid the chaos. The drama ends, leaving behind a mix of emotions and a used watch. Life at the pawn shop remains unpredictable and full of surprises.
How you doing today?
Hey, pretty good. How are you?
Real good, thanks. I'm Les.
That's Randall. How are you?
Randall, oh, you got a hell of a grip. Wow. What the hell is it?
Call it a ring.
Okay. I didn't think it was a bus. How'd you get it?
I just got it.
This guy smelled like a brewery. Okay. How much did you want?
I'd like $500 for it.
Why?
Why? Because I need it.
Yeah, I
got
get
2 DUIs.
A person walks into the pawn shop, catching Les's attention. Things start getting interesting right away. The person wants $500 for a ring and shows it to Les. Les, being curious, asks where the ring came from and why they want to sell it. The person gets really mad when Les asks questions. The intensity in the air rises as the person angrily explains why they're selling the ring. Les stays calm, making it a surprising and dramatic moment in the pawn shop.
Well, if it was gold, I'd give you more than $500, but it's not real.
I know it's worth $500 and you're gonna give me $500.
Well, actually, if this was gold, but it was brass, it had no value. I understand. You have court issues. The problem is,
I need $500 for it.
I'm sure you do.
Man, I
don't know why you do.
As the conversation continues, Les drops a bombshell. He tells the person that if the ring were real gold, he'd offer a whopping $2,500. Feeling a glimmer of hope, the customer suggests, just give me the $2,500 then. Expectantly awaiting a positive response, Les, with a touch of humor, reveals the harsh reality. He explains that the ring is fake, not even worth $500, and he won't pay that much for a counterfeit ring.
You gotta give me something for it.
I can't give it to you. I'm sorry.
Give it to me anyway. Man, you can give me something for it. No, you can give me something
Just don't
for
beat
it.
on the glass. This guy was drunk.
You give me that ring back. Give me that. It's the. I ain't going nowhere. Man, get away from me. Get out of here! I go
You man?
In the midst of the ring discussion, a security guard quietly enters, taking a position behind the customer. The customer, desperate, pleads with Les to give him something for the ring, but Les, staying true to his detective skills, rejects the plea, emphasizing the ring's fake nature. Les, sensing trouble, comments that the customer seems drunk, adding another unexpected twist to the escalating situation. As the rejection sinks in, the customer, unable to contain his frustration, sits on the floor, declaring that he won't leave. The tension peaks as he becomes increasingly aggressive. The guard steps into action, forcefully dragging the defiant customer out of the store. But despite being escorted out, the customer continues to yell and make a scene.
Oh boy. I see you sweating.
Yeah.
Must be hot outside.
No, I was doing karate outside.
You're doing karate?
And judo. I'm Bruce Lee's sister.
Really?
Yeah.
As the door jingles, a woman strolls into the pawn shop rocking winter clothes in the summer heat. Now she's chatting with Les, teasing him about the sweltering weather. She even claims to be a martial arts pro, throwing around Bruce Lee's name. The banter kicks off with a request for a karate move demonstration.
She said she was Bruce Lee's sister. So what you got?
The atmosphere takes an unexpected turn when the woman unveils a unique item, a mysterious fox mink. Les, unfamiliar with such creatures, engages in a lighthearted conversation to understand more about this fox mink. The woman, with a hint of mystery, reveals her intention to sell it.
A mink fox?
I don't know. I'm not into animals.
I've heard of fox. I've heard of mink. So fox mink. Did you want to pause?
As the conversation unfolds, Les dives into the details of the fox mink, trying to grasp its worth. The woman shares anecdotes about the origins of the item, painting a vivid picture of its history. Les, playing the role of the detective, subtly negotiates and gathers information to figure out the best deal.
So, how much did you want for it?
$50,000.
The encounter concluded with the woman deciding to part ways with her fox mink. Les, using his seasoned charm, finalizes the deal. The quirky tale of the winter-dressed woman and her unique pawned item adds an unexpected twist to the usual pawn shop routine, leaving both parties with a memorable experience.
Woman comes in to sell me a high-end bottle of liquor. Ma'am, I'm
Is that what you're saying? You have no respect. When you want to take a person when they down,
fit the liquor inside the bottle.
and anytime you're going to belittle a person.
Ma'am, I didn't belittle you.
As the door chimes, the woman confidently walks in, clutching an empty liquor bottle. She aims for a bold move, attempting to pawn the bottle for a cool $100. Les, with his discerning eye, swiftly rejects the proposal, explaining that a filled bottle would fetch a better price. The woman, not thrilled with the response, raises her voice, demanding respect and expressing her discontent.
I'll give you $100.
It's not worth more than $100.
Especially when you say I wouldn't give you $100.
Don't you ever walk up to my dad.
Hey, baby, don't point your
and
finger.
life after this,
Ma'am.
don't you dare ever
Ma'am,
come in
you
here
are
again.
in my face.
I don't care, you're in my dad's store, and don't you ever think about coming in here
You know
again.
what?
Turn your ass around, badass out the door now.
Nowhere Ashley steps up like a superhero. Now, she doesn't just cool things down, she straight up shuts the woman down. With confidence, Ashley tells her to leave and never come back. Suddenly, the chaos turns into quiet thanks to Ashley's quick and firm action.
Son of a bitch. Where the hell is he? Rich! He's on the floor. People are waiting to pay us for their merchandise. He's not there. We're losing money. I'd had Rich's back.
In the heart of the pawn shop, Les faces a moment of frustration and disbelief. The absence of Rich, a trusted ally for over 2 decades, leaves Les feeling betrayed. The urgency of customers waiting to make payments adds to the tension, and the weight of loyalty becomes a central theme in this unexpected turn of events.
Since the first day he came here, over 20 years ago. I feel betrayed. Didn't I just have an employee meeting to tell everybody that they need to step up on their game? I'm watching you and Bobby J talk to these 2 girls. You're out there trying to sweet talk them, trying to bullshit with them. I'm looking for you in layaway. Where the hell are you?
I gotta sit in layaway all day long and just wait for something to happen.
As the minutes tick away, the atmosphere inside the pawn shop grows more intense. Les reflects on his long-standing support for Rich, highlighting his sense of loyalty that spans a quarter century. He recalls a recent employee meeting where he emphasized the need for everyone to step up their game. Disappointment and frustration seep into his words as he confronts the situation, a pawn shop mystery intertwined with personal and professional loyalties.
I'm watching you and Bobby J talk to these 2 girls. They're out there trying to sell their jewelry. You're out there trying to sweet talk them, trying to bullshit with them. They end up walking out the front door. You put me in a position that you were the next to go.
In this pivotal moment, Les delivers a stern warning to a fellow employee, Bobby J. The scene unfolds with Les observing interactions and attempts at sweet-talking customers. The threat of termination looms as he recounts the consequences of letting down the team. The dialogue underscores the severity of the situation and the potential impact on job security. Tension rises as Les grapples with the repercussions of the unfolding events.
Rich, I'm out. Tell your dad to off.
You up your job.
As the confrontation escalates, Les draws a line in the sand. The ultimatum is clear: compliance or termination. The final seconds capture the raw emotion and frustration of a loyal employee who feels unappreciated and misunderstood.
He knew he was in trouble once we walked through that door. Joe, did you steal from me? Tell me the truth.
Inside the pawn shop, a sense of trouble looms as the head of security, Joe, faces a difficult moment. The air is heavy with anticipation as accusations are laid out. In a tense exchange, the truth emerges when Joe admits to stealing. The weight of the admission sets the stage for the unraveling of a trusted employee's actions.
The detectives call in uniformed officers to put the cuffs on. And then he reaches into his pocket and pulls out an assortment of jewelry worth over $7 $1,000.
As the admission hangs in the air, the situation takes an unexpected turn. Detectives call in uniformed officers to apprehend Joe. A place built on trust is now shaken to its core as the true extent of the betrayal unfolds.
You go this way. This is my loyalist point, my head of security, guy that I trust.
The arrest unfolds and reality sinks in for the pawn shop owner. The disbelief is evident as a devoted employee, the head of security for the previous 3 years, is carried away in handcuffs. The emotional weight of the betrayal is clear in the owner's voice, which expresses the anguish of putting trust in someone who later proved dishonest.
If he was, he could be anyone.
As the scene unfolds, questions linger in the air. The owner ponders the possibility of Joe working with someone else, leaving the situation shrouded in uncertainty. The aftermath of the betrayal raises concerns about potential accomplices and adds another layer to the unfolding drama. The final seconds leave the audience in suspense, contemplating the true extent of the security guard's actions.
Are you her customer or mine?
I'm talking to you. Come on.
This lady got so irate because she wanted to be next in line. She wanted to be first. She felt that she was the most important out of every customer. You're next in line, so I'm gonna be right with you.
Okay, well, come on. It doesn't matter. What the are you? You're not the police. I can talk to whoever I want to talk to. What are you going to do?
You offer it now.
In the opening scene, Ashley is at the counter with a lengthy line of customers. A sudden disruption occurs when a black woman attempts to cut in front of everybody else. Ashley confronts her, asking, "What are you doing?" The woman becomes upset, but Ashley firmly asserts, "You can't do that stuff here."
Goodbye.
Come back here. Let's talk right now. Take the receipt.
What would you like to do with it, ma'am?
I want to pay.
Well, you have to go to those windows.
No. I come to this line any other time.
Not at this window. It's
Okay, well, I'm not going to stand in the line.
in the wrong line. Get in the other line.
And I'm not going to get in another line. I'm going to walk straight up to the damn window.
We won't take you.
The woman continued standing in line at the counter. Les approached her, inquiring about the situation. She explained that she wanted to pay, but refused to move to the next window. Les informed her that in the pawn shop, crossing others in line isn't allowed, emphasizing the importance of waiting your turn.
Care of you.
Well, y'all just told me something.
See this lady here? All the other customers.
Okay, and I always come to this line.
I'm sorry. You have to stand in the other line.
Okay, well, I'll be back before y'all close.
You can do whatever you want in this line. She can't. Can't wait your turn.
We'll be back later.
Following the interaction, the woman eventually complied and moved to another window. Les, taking action, instructed the workers at that window not to accept their payment. He firmly directed the woman to wait in line like the other customers, reinforcing the shop's policy on fair and orderly transactions.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, jackass.
Take your
Bitch.
Take
Yeah, that's you.
and get it.
You. You make me.
We don't,
Sir,
we don't want
please.
this. You can take this stuff.
Sir,
And
sir,
put it where the
listen.
sun don't shine.
Listen. I don't know what the problem was.
As the interaction begins, the customer expresses gratitude, but the tone takes an unexpected turn. Tensions rise as the customer's language becomes confrontational. The shopkeeper, addressing the situation calmly, refuses to tolerate mistreatment. The dynamics shift from appreciation to conflict, showcasing the challenges of customer service in a brief yet intense moment.
Came in here, tried to spend my money is what I did. That's what I did.
Okay.
And come instead of trying to come in here, I'm not even talking to you.
I need a liver transplant.
Why?
Seriously?
They didn't even look at these cards.
Sour Patch Kids.
The narrative unfolds with the arrival of another customer, visibly intoxicated. The shopkeeper navigates the encounter with a mix of tolerance and assertiveness. The customer attempts to engage in banter, revealing signs of alcohol influence. The shopkeeper, unswayed, maintains composure and subtly addresses the situation, highlighting the challenges of dealing with individuals under the influence.
I'm not even out here trying to get this $30.
Not paying on my.
I'm 50 for that.
Jeff, take him out, please.
Better not put it in your car.
How would you?
Man, what the?
In this segment, a discussion ensues about cards and a potential liver transplant. The shopkeeper encounters a situation where the customer's intentions are unclear. Misunderstandings arise, and the shopkeeper skillfully navigates the conversation. The dialogue touches on humorous elements while portraying the complexity of communication in a retail setting.
What is it, ma'am?
Is it?
I don't know. You tell me.
Man, come on, you the dude with the ponytail?
The wife's racking my nuts on my telephone constantly.
Just tie 2 earrings in your ear.
Does it matter?
Just take it off, put it with mine a little bit, let it get a little bit more weight to it, and go ahead and give me my money.
Does that make sense?
Right this way.
Man, you can't come back.
Damn this! Go out my way now! One of y'all touch me! I'll break this.
I'm more than happy to go to the ends of the earth for you. When you come in like an ass, you be walked out like an ass.
The scene takes a surprising turn as the atmosphere shifts. The shopkeeper reassures the customers that, despite challenges, the store is dedicated to going the extra mile for them. The encounter, starting with tension, concludes with an assurance of excellent service. This final part encapsulates the roller coaster of emotions within a brief time frame, showcasing the highs and lows of customer interactions.
You need some help today?
Man, how you doing, brother? What's the deal on this TV here?
This TV right here is $400.
$400?
Yeah.
I was in here 2 weeks ago, sold you this mother for $90, and now you're gonna ask me $400 for it, man?
In the electronics section of the store, a customer named Robert engages in a conversation about a TV with the store employee. The casual tone sets the stage for what seems like a routine interaction. The customer questions the TV's price, sparking a humorous recount of a previous encounter where he claims to have purchased the same TV for a lower price.
Are you kidding me? So you're making a $310 profit off me? Bull, man.
Can I help you?
Who are you, man? I come in here 2 weeks ago, just like I told this
Gentlemen.
do something with your hair, man. And then y'all gonna sell it for $400? You gonna make that much profit off me?
As the dialogue unfolds, the customer expresses dissatisfaction with the marked up price, claiming the store will profit significantly from his purchase. A manager steps in, attempting to resolve the situation. Tensions rise as the customer questions the legitimacy of the price hike and demands a resolution, emphasizing the financial disparity between his purchase and the intended selling price.
Brother,
Where's your receipt?
can you not understand English, my brother?
No, I can't, my brother. I don't believe that he wants a TV for nothing.
I'll just take the TV, man. Right out this door right
Sure you
here,
will.
and I'll be gone.
I would like to see you trust out here so fast.
Trust out by who? Who are you?
Les asserts his role, introducing himself and trying to understand the customer's concerns. The customer, however, remains skeptical, challenging the legitimacy of the store's actions. The language barrier becomes a point of contention as the customer questions whether the manager understands English. The atmosphere becomes charged with frustration and confusion.
Green Mile.
You're talking luck, and they're not going to be happy.
Here, I ain't going out the door, man. Y'all ain't gonna put me on no door, man. I ain't going no.
The customer threatens to take the TV and leave without making a purchase. The manager issues a stern warning, asserting that any attempt to take the TV without completing the transaction will result in immediate removal from the store. The confrontation takes an assertive turn, with both parties standing their ground.
Until I get this TV. Yeah, man, get up off me. Man, get off me. Man, get off me. I ain't going outside. Get my damn my damn shoe, player. Y'all got my shoe. You got my money. It's joint.
This guy was acting like a total baby. He wanted attention, and he got it.
Despite the warnings, the customer decides to leave the store, expressing discontent with the entire experience. He accuses the store of mistreatment and vows never to return. The situation concludes with dramatic flair as the customer exits, leaving behind a sense of dissatisfaction and a promise never to return.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Well, actually, I'm not doing so good.
No?
My grandma just passed.
I'm
I
sorry.
was hoping to.
Okay, so whose ring is this?
My grandma's.
Oh. So you want to just pawn it, right? Because you want to be able to get it back?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have anything else?
It's not real. What you mean it's not real?
It's not real gold.
A guy comes in feeling sad and asks Ashley to pawn his grandma's ring, explaining that she passed away and it's all he has. When Ashley checks the ring, she gently says it's not real. Concerned, she asks if he's got anything else, wanting to help him in a simple way.
You saying basically y'all sit up here and waste my time talking to you?
You don't waste your time. If you have a TV, You can pawn your TV.
What the I look like on my TV?
Do you have a TV?
I need to speak with somebody else because you irritate me flat out.
It's acting really erratic and it's making me really nervous.
Lower your voice.
Don't
Lower your
tell
voice.
me
Lower
what
your
to do.
voice.
Don't
Lower
put your
voice.
finger in
Lower
my
your
face.
voice. Lower your
Don't
voice.
put your finger.
Ashley breaks the news that the ring isn't real. The person gets upset, saying it's not fake. Ashley suggests pawning a TV instead, but he questions why he should. Despite Ashley's efforts, the man gets angrier, repeatedly telling her to lower her voice. Ashley asks him not to point fingers at her face, but he ignores her.
I'm trying to help you solve your issue.
Lower your voice.
The next thing I know, this guy snapped.
Lower your
Don't tell
voice.
me
Lower
what
your
to do.
voice.
Don't
Lower
put
your
your
voice.
finger.
You got me up. No, let's go. Let me go. Let me go.
On the ground. On the ground. On the ground, mother.
The security guard intervenes, slamming the upset person to the ground and then dragging him out of the pawn shop. The situation escalates and the guard takes decisive action to maintain order. Next up, we've got this episode where a heavily muscled individual made his way over to meet Les to complain about equipment he got from the store that got busted.
Somebody bought this. This piece of junk I bought in here just a couple days ago don't work now. It's broken. What is it? Little ab lounger I bought here, man. Workout.
In the midst of the pawn shop's hustle, a burly customer approaches Les with a complaint. He's upset about a busted piece of exercise equipment, an AB lounger purchased just days ago. Les, sticking to the store policy, explains that they can only provide an exchange, not a cash refund. Tensions rise as the customer vehemently rejects the idea of an exchange, demanding his money back. They can only hand over another item in place of the faulty one.
If you had the receipt, I could give you an exchange. I could give you something.
I don't want an exchange because it's probably going to be some again. How about you just get my money?
As the disagreement escalates, the customer insists on a cash refund, dismissing the option of another item. Les faces a dilemma, stuck between policy and customer satisfaction. The clash intensifies as the customer becomes forceful in his demand for a monetary refund, setting the stage for a heated confrontation. Les could match him word for word without fear.
Better be some money.
Or what?
Or what? There's going to be a problem. How about
What
that?
kind of...
Les, accompanied by his trusty companion Byron the Snuggle Bear, stands his ground. The customer challenges Les with threats of problems if he...
Good, I don't want you as a customer. All you do is run your mouth. Promise me you'll never come back.
As the woman storms out, Seth bids her a not-so-fond farewell, relieved to see her go. With humor and sass, he ensures that she won't be back anytime soon, leaving the showroom olive-free and entertained by the absurdity of it all.